Hey people, it's Angel here again. And if this is your first time ever seeing me before, it's great to meet you. I am brand coach Angel, and I help people build brands and businesses that do good and feel good. So in this video, I'm going to talk about why after nearly 2 years of full-time entrepreneurship, I will be re-entering the workforce very soon, sometime this year. So stay tuned to learn more about that. So I did a video several months ago, actually it was a couple of years ago, where I talked about why I chose to leave my full-time job. And I'm gonna be honest, when I made that video, I didn't feel 100% completely comfortable going into all of the details about why I left. I still had not been out of that job very long. And I think I was still a little scared of bashing or really saying how I felt. So that video is what it is, but I will link it probably somewhere up in the cards above so you can check that out. It's also one of the first videos that you see when you actually go to my channel on YouTube. So in that video, I show a little bit of information about how I left. I tried to really focus on how I was feeling at that time and why I chose to leave, because I think that's more important than anything else when you're in a space where you feel like it's time for you to leave a job and perhaps pursue full-time entrepreneurship or go to another work opportunity. And so for me, I left that job officially at the end of 2019, but I did stay on a contract with them until about February 2020. Interestingly enough, right before the pandemic. So I actually became like a full-time entrepreneur just a few months before, quite honestly, before that experience. So I can talk all about what that felt. I do believe I did a video too about what it was like in the pandemic. I think I spoke about that, but let me tell you, it was crazy mentally and just everything that was going on in the world. So again, I have my notes here, so you may see me glance over. I have my laptop, so I want to make sure I'm doing this new thing where I'm taking notes and kind of just checking back to see if I'm touching on all the points and things that I want to make in the video. So if you see my eyes glancing over, please forgive me. I'm just checking over here to check my notes, but I did do that. I left my old job, and when I initially left, my intention was to really build up the consulting aspect of my company. Prior to leaving my business, I had picked up a few freelance clients and had been doing marketing consulting work with them. And so that's what I really saw myself doing after I left my job. And so when I did leave, that is what I began doing. I was contracting with my former job and working less hours and just working with them on a contractual basis for a few months while they found a replacement for me. I also, right after I left them, picked up another marketing client that I still work with, and I was doing work with them. And I'm still doing work with them, and picked up a couple of other clients. And it was about last year that I really had some time to that's what I did most of 2020. And so last year, 2021, I had the opportunity to really evaluate my business. And I was like, the aspect that I really enjoy is coaching. I had started having some people reach out to me and tell me that they wanted some coaching done. And I was doing a little bit of individualized coaching, one-off sessions with people. And I realized that was what I really liked about my business. And so I wanted to invest more energy into that. Last year, I started my first coaching program, Brand from Scratch Bootcamp, which we've had dozens of people go through and really have the opportunity to build up their business, to really think through their business idea. And it's just been an awesome experience just working on that program, refining it, having different groups go through the material, presenting it in different ways. It's just been great. When I first started, I did everything with that program live. So the classes were live, the coaching sessions were live. And then when I did the subsequent iterations of the program, then people watched pre-recorded material, and then we met virtually for our group coaching sessions. So it's just cool seeing the difference and just refining that material and really building out something of my own creation. And just so you guys know, just a little caveat, I do have a master's in education. And one of the things I did study in my master's program was curriculum development. So it's been really cool in my business to be able to actually build out my own curriculum. And I really have a huge vision of where I see my work going. And it's been a wonderful journey. It's been a wonderful journey. At the end of last year, I did start to slow down on the coaching, and I've been a little slow with it. I have a couple of clients I'm still working with, but I've slowed down on working with clients in my coaching program because I'm really revamping and restructuring a lot of the material and kind of what I want this to be. There's some name changes that I'm playing with and stuff like that. So that's why I've been a little bit quiet about some of the coaching. I haven't been pushing some of the programs and things like that because it kind of seems like when the new year comes along, that's when I get really reflective and want to start restructuring and thinking up new things for you guys. So new things are coming soon. Stay tuned. But that's just to give you a little background information of my coaching work that I've done. I am still doing individual coaching with people though. For those who are interested, shoot me an email. So what I coached people to do was to refine their business. So I initially began working with people at any stage of business, whether they were kind of in any stage within the first 1 to 3 years. Some people were in a very novice stage where they just had an idea and they're just figuring out how they want to build up this idea. And then I had people who had been operating a year or two and were really trying to figure out how to take their business to the next level. And so that was, I would say the latter was who I spent the most time with. Individuals who'd had a business that they've been operating for a little while and wanted to take it to the next level. I did do more coaching and master classes around how people could transition out of their full-time jobs if that was what they wanted to do. And so I really enjoyed that work. And so you can see some of those master classes, I believe on my YouTube channel. And then I do have a free one you can check out on my website where I talk about some different ways that you can transition out of your full-time role. And I was successful in helping some people to do that last year, which made me feel super good. Those people are still working their businesses. And I've gotten excellent feedback about that. So that's something I feel super proud of. I think now I'm at a space where my viewpoints a little bit about work has changed and my work has changed in relation to that. And so now I'm in a space where I transitioned from it's job versus full-time entrepreneurship to a space where I really want to help people make work for them and really feed into and support their overall goals that they have for their lives. And so really happy that I have been able to help people who really wanted to make that transition, make it. And I'm looking forward to the work I'm doing now where people can find the balance and find what works for them. So with all that being said, my viewpoints are changing. I've done all this coaching work. I've acquired a lot of really great skills. And so now, as I said before at the beginning of the video, I am transitioning back into the workforce. Now, I want to first say I will be continuing to work my business, build out my curriculum, build out my academy, and ultimately offer more courses and more learning opportunities, getting into different topics, which I'm so excited about. So stay tuned. You know, I'm gonna be right here telling you all about what's coming. So have all that stuff going on. I am transitioning back for a couple of reasons. One reason is because, and I've mentioned this before, and I am doing a video on it, may upload it before this video, not really sure. But I did complete in 2016 and 2017 a fellowship called the David L. Boren Fellowship, where I spent a year living in Sao Paulo, Brazil. And again, that was in 2016 to 2017. And so part of the requirement for completing that program and getting that stipend that I got to be able to go abroad and study Portuguese and to do that program is that I have to complete 1 year of service working in the federal government for an agency that addresses national security. So I had, it's been some years, I think because of the pandemic and stuff, I had more time to complete the requirement, but they have hit me up and they're like, hey, are you going to complete your requirement? And I actually was thinking about it and I was like, I think the option was complete the requirement or pay the money back that they gave me. And so I'm going to complete the requirement because I'm not going to pay them their money back. And again, I'm going to have a video discussing all that stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and complete the requirements. So I am currently applying and interviewing for roles in the government. And so I'm open to a variety of roles. I'm looking for roles and would definitely love to be in public affairs. That closely matches my background, but also looking in roles that are relating to education. That's something I'm super passionate about, training, any sort of program development. So it's kind of a cool opportunity because my interests are more varied now. And so I also come with a scope of new skill sets. So I'm really looking forward to this process. It's been great so far, learning about all of these different opportunities that are available to me. I've been having some great interviews and conversations, so I'll keep you all tuned about that. And there's some options of possibly even relocating. I really am enjoying Atlanta. I finally decided, this is my 5th year in Atlanta, and I finally decided, I like Atlanta. I want to stay. But I am open to moving if there is a lucrative opportunity available. So that's one of the reasons I have to complete that requirement. Also, I think it's a great time now because I am restructuring so many elements of my business. It gives me some wiggle room and some leeway to where I can really reinvest into my business and I don't have to worry about living off of it. And we can have some, videos and things where we talk about finances and business and all of those things. But being in a space where I can just be more independent for my business financially, I think is a good thing as I am looking to expand my offerings and the things that I'm doing. And so it really comes at a good time for that. So those are like the official reasons why I am re-entering into the workforce. So again, that also contributes to why I've been a little less active on social media, less active with emails, less active with all of those things, because I am investing a lot of energy into finding this new role. Also, a little tidbit, I'm going to do some conversation about this in another video where I talk about fitness and exercise, but I am also currently in the process of studying to get my certified personal training certificate with NASM. So I'm really looking forward to that process. It's been great, it's a self-paced online course that I go through and then an exam that I need to take. And so I am not even quite halfway, maybe like a fourth through all of the curriculum that I have to go through for that program. And that's been a great experience too, just learning more. Science is always that subject that makes me feel insecure and unconfident a little bit. That was the subject that I struggled the most with in high school. And so it's been interesting kind of revisiting all of that high school biology and anatomy, and because I haven't taken a science class since then. So it's been really interesting studying that, but also coming into it with a different attitude and being like, okay, I'm kind of understanding this. This is working. And the NASM curriculum is amazing. It's giving me a lot of ideas about how I can present my curriculum in my academy. So that's been great too. So that's where I've been, right? That's where a lot of my focus has been the past several months. So, and I'm looking over here at my notes, you guys, to make sure that things are, I'm saying everything I want to say. So yeah, business has been going great. It is a restructuring, rethinking. It's beautiful to be able to even take that space to do that and to also explore these new opportunities for 2022. And we're in a space where we're kind of coming out of the pandemic. People are kind of encouraging everyone to get back out there and really engage with the economy. Also, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on with the economy, but people are still hiring. Things are still flourishing out here. So I'm really hopeful and happy about this process. I feel good about it. I feel good about the transition. I think the timing is great. And so I'm really excited to share that journey with you all. I'm in a different space also mentally. I'm in a really healthy space. So I am just looking forward to these new opportunities and these new changes. I'm trying to make myself very open to what God and / universe has for me. So that is an update as to why I am re-entering the workforce after this time. Definitely let me know what you think below. Are you re-entering the workforce right now or making a switch? I would love to hear about it. Go ahead and share your comments or questions below. Also, if you like this video, I am looking to grow this community. So I ask that you subscribe, you like this video, share it with people who may need to hear it and view it and learn about what we're talking about over here at the Angel Mills YouTube channel. So thanks so much again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Peace out.